It's a quick one today, out and about. It's on the subject of Restore, and I had a few comments asking my opinion on Restore. I had a few people go, you're attacking Restore. Basically, if you don't just act like a giddy fanboy of Restore, then you will be accused of attacking Restore. I'm not attacking Restore. I would support Restore. I would certainly vote for them. I mean, I wouldn't join them. I wouldn't join any of these fucking parties. But I would vote for them as things stand. And that's on the basis that I believe them to be the least worst option, which, ultimately is as good as you're going to get. And I don't buy into the ridiculous sort of, what's the word? There is a specific word. Blimey, fucking motorbikes in the park. Not a fan of that. I don't buy into the sort of moral delusions. Is it moral delusion? It's just delusion about Restore and about what it is and what Rupert Lowe is and all the rest of it. I just think it is what it is. It is delusions. But I mean, he is talking about like remigration. I mean, that's a start. I think that's as good as you can hope for, because the guy has no power whatsoever. And he is starting this party, and you kind of think, well, all right, if someone's going to start talking about, steady on. If someone is going to start talking about remigrating problematic communities, well, that is getting the ball rolling, isn't it? And I don't see anyone else doing it. So on that basis, I'll vote for them. Now, I have been watching pretty closely. I mean, I don't fucking comb through it, but I've been certainly keeping an eye on, looking for any signs of kind of latent ziggerism, and I don't really see it. Not in the official, material. Certainly see it in their fucking supporters, because, a lot of their supporters are a bunch of twats. Well, fair enough. It's one of the reasons why I wouldn't join the party. But, I don't see it in the words coming out of quote-unquote Rupert, his mouth, or his fingers, as it were. Of course, they're not his fingers, are they? They're the fingers belonging to his press officer, which is fingers you don't want to go near, really, for a number of reasons. But, I mean, this is getting a lot of people very sort of like melty and pointing fingers and saying, it's containment and it's this and it's that and all the rest of it. I mean, I'll get to that in a minute, but as I said, who else are you going to fucking vote for? I mean, I'll get onto that now. So, there's two possibilities, isn't there? There's one that Rupert Lowe is actually there's several really possibilities, but we'll keep it simple. That Rupert Lowe is legit and he's serious and he's just trying to sort of get his foot in the door, and then he's going to change things and he's going to change the atmosphere in society, and he's going to move things in the right direction and blah, 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 and brilliant. There's that. I don't want to say it's a Cinderella story, but it's drifting into it. But whatever. There's that theory. And then there's the other theory, which some people are getting very excited about, that it's all a dastardly GCHQ operation, to bleed out reform. Well, you see, for me, it's win-win, because I despise reform and I despise Nigel Farage pretty much more than any other British politician. I don't think there's any others. Galloway, is he a politician? Not really. But, I mean, cut from the same cloth, aren't they? Certainly funded. They get their cloth on the ticket of the same, patron, don't they? I'm sure they're very expensive cloths as well. Well, whatever. I despise Farage and I despise that party and I despise all the low-quality twats that, seem to be in that party. And specifically to this Makerfield, that guy Kenyon, he's off saying that Crimea is Russia, so you can get fucked, mate. So on this basis, oh my God, you're bleeding out reform, stop it, don't do this. No, fuck reform. Reform can go and die in a ditch as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you're looking at reform, you're looking at the Green Party, I don't know what's worse, truly. I think it's basically the same thing, it's just that one is a slightly different, presented in a different manner. The Green Party or reform, which would make a worse government? Hard to say. As I say, I truly don't think there's much in it, because, okay, you get the Greens in, they're going to flood the place, with even more, like, problematic people. Well, okay, that's bad. But at least they're probably putting some sort of, like, food safety regulations and stuff like that, because reform would come in. Because reform is basically just Donald Trump. It's the same people behind it. It's basically Chabad. It's a country in the Middle East. It's funded by these people, and it's just... it's backed by this, like, psychopathic financiers who just want to sort of, like, crash everything and just sell everything, or watch everything burn, and then just, like, buy it for pennies on the fucking pound. That's what it is. It's profiteers, it's financiers, it's money men. They don't give a flying fuck about England. They would tarmac it and fill it with fucking, certain people from the subcontinent. Who, let's have it right. I mean, Farage himself is on record saying that he prefers Indians to Poles as migrants. So, what you see is what you get with him. Not to blather on about reform here, but this kind of like, oh my God, but seriously, guys, no, don't do this. Either way, I'm voting for fucking Restore. So really, that's my take on it. I mean, I don't think, oh, here we go. I don't think that it's going to be the same. Well, I mean, I don't think he's going to come in. The sort of the giddy people who are sort of doing their memes and portraying him as some sort of Uber-based, like, boomer waffen or whatever, who's going to come in and he's going to completely bring the changes. And I mean, it's just, I don't know what planet these people fucking live on. The guy is an investment banker. I think he worked for... was it Morgan Grenfell? Something like that. Deutsche Bank. He worked with Jimmy Goldsmith. Friend of Lady Diana's mother. He's an investment banker. He's a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? The people are projecting him to be some sort of, like, warrior for the working man. You're mistaken. You are deluding yourselves. That doesn't mean that, he's not the best of a worst bunch. Best of a bad bunch, even. That would be my assessment. But don't kid yourself on. I mean... So, I mean, that's basically the long and short of it. I'll vote for Restore. I'll support them any more than I'll vote for them. I won't be a fucking fanboy for them. And I won't be like, these people, it's just, there is definite cult-like behaviour going on. And it's like, okay, but, I don't know. Just weigh it up, see what happens, go for the least worst option. That would be Restore, in my point of view. That's basically all I want to say. So, I'll knock it off. Wish you a good day. Okay, just a bit of an update to this one. I had a bit of a look this morning just to see what old Frank was up to. Frank, the great thought leader, the great organic thought leader. And I just had a look in a video like that he posted, or he did an interview, and I just looked in the comments, not going to watch it. And they're all getting giddy and calling on for him to be an MP, which is the way this is going. This is what I thought it might be. Is just suffice to say, the minute, if anything like that happens, good night fucking Vienna for Restore. Absolutely. That's not so much the canary in the coal mine. I mean, that's a fucking tiger in the coal mine for me, as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't really work as an analogy, does it? But whatever, it is quite early. Anyway, yeah, if it goes in this direction, then that is it. So that will be kind of interesting. Will Frank, who clearly is an operation, unless you really have a sub-Saharan IQ, then I would suggest it's patently clear what Frank is, and that is an operation. So if that operation is welcomed into Restore, these people, I mean, they understand things. The social media people and the political spin doc, they fucking hell, they know it inside out. So if they welcome in Frank, then they're part of the same block, aren't they? In which case, well, I will withdraw my support, such as it is, which would only equate to a vote anyway. And that's only if I could be bothered to actually apply for the fucking, ability to do so, which I haven't done. I don't know. I've only actually voted twice, and that last time was 2004. So, there's not a lot at stake for them. I understand that, but that's just my position, to be clear.